Namaskar, I am S.K. Bharadwaj, giving you the gist of Hindu philosophy. I will give you the main points. As I know, it's a way of life. This is how we live. This is how our culture, ethics, virtues, moral values are transferred from one generation to another generation. It is eternal. It has come from the God and it is for those who are the incarnations of God. That is the soul which is present in each and every living organism. Now, in short, I can say that it's like the mighty river Ganga which originates in the Himalayas. You call it Everest. It comes to the plains. There it gives birth to a number of canals for irrigation, for water supply in cities, and then hundreds of cities grow upon its banks. And if city is there, sewer is there, drains are there. So, I am talking of today, a lot of filth is allowed to move to the river. No serious effort has been made to clean Ganga. But it's imperishable. It's ever since and it will remain even after us. Initially, Bhagwan Shri Hari Vishnu, who is an incarnation of the Almighty, we call him Nurturer. He transferred the knowledge of Ved to Brahmaji. In turn, he transmitted this to Naradji, Dev Rishi Narad, and then Devraj Indra, the king of heavens, acquired it, and later Maharshi Bharadwaj tried to learn Veds. Devraj Indra gave him an opportunity. He took thousands of years but could not reach the end of the Veds. They are infinite. They have a lot of knowledge, scientific knowledge, wisdom, prayers, and whatnot. The only thing is, we have to understand them, we have to grasp them. Bhagwan Vedyas, just 5,000 years ago, he divided the knowledge of Veds into 4 segments: Rigved, Samved, Atharved, and Yajurved. And thereafter many branches emerged depending upon who acquired that knowledge, like Purans, Upanishad, Vedant, Brahman, Aranyak, etc. etc. I can tell you that the Veds we have today is just a fragment of what they are in reality. So, we cannot come to any conclusion just by reading a few shloks, verses. The knowledge incorporated in them is infinite. We made efforts to understand. We are making efforts to understand them. But I have found while going through internet that the translation, I have read translation in Hindi and I have found that more or less either it is wrong or confusing. So one has to exercise his discretion while reading them. However, There are very highly learned and enlightened people are there who gives us the true knowledge of the subject. The knowledge of Veds, Purans, Upanishad, Bhashya, it transmitted from one generation to another generation by the sages, by the Brahmans. It involves intellect, intelligence, knowledge, understanding, wisdom, prudence, reasoning, logic, argument, and contention. It describes the karma, jnana, bhakti, and moksha, the basic philosophy behind Hinduism. Karma means endeavor, the goal, target, efforts, deeds, sattvic, pure and virtuous, not the notorious ones. Jnana means learning, knowledge, enlightenment. We call it Sankhya Shastra as well. Bhakti is devotion. It involves prayers, asceticism, worship, yoga. Moksha is salvation, freedom from reincarnation, birth, rebirth, and one must try to attain salvation. One must try to know who am I, why am I here. So one tries to reach the truth, the ultimate, the God. Through analysis, meditation, reasoning, it involves control over the sense organs, mind, mood, psyche, inner self, which is a combination of mind, heart, and soul. Intuition plays its own role. I have found divine intervention helps a lot, and the thinker may attain his goal, the God, the Almighty. One has to make efforts, sincere efforts. Hinduism stresses over equanimity, detachment, allurements, attachments. So, one overpower the vices, virtues, and shuns wickedness, acquires righteous company. So, if vices are there, virtues are there. Wickedness is there, righteous company is there. So one has to practice yoga, concentrate in the Almighty, meditate, and he has to keep himself fit and fine, mentally, physically, and spiritually. He should have an auspicious company, a virtuous company. Now, I reason, who am I? Why did I took birth? What is the goal behind my birth? What is the goal in my life? What is the truth? What is nature? Who is controlling the universe? What is the relationship between the nature and the controlling power, the God? Is the controlling power God ultimate? So, we try to find answers to what is auspicious, what is inauspicious, what is fair, what is foul, what is truth, what is wrong. The answers to these questions are provided by Shad Darshan, 6 organs of philosophy, which are practiced in India ever since, and even today people are practicing them. Some of the treatises are present in the form of Samhita, Brahmans, Aryanyak. They stress over relinquishment, detachment, yoga, asceticism, rejection leading to discovery of truth. Time and again, numerous enlightened sages, rishis worked over this. One of them, the latest one I should say, was Shankaracharya. I can name Guru Gorakhnath as well. So, the gist of the Almighty is that He is one. He has a form, He is formless as well. He had infinite incarnations and He will have infinite incarnations as well, as and when there is the need for Him over the earth. Hinduism tries to answer these questions, queries, and helps one in attaining the ultimate, the Almighty, the Supreme Lord. With this, thank you very much, and we shall meet again with next lecture over it.